The feast that the Queen of Heaven prepared for her son Jesus at his birth, January 1, 1937, Volume 34. Jesus says to Louisa, "My daughter, see, my mama prepared for me the feast at my birth, but do you know how?" She was aware of the seas of love that were coming down from heaven in the descent of the eternal Word. She heard the continuous cry of God wanting to be loved in return, and our yearnings and our ardent sighs. She had felt my moans inside her womb. Often she heard me cry and sob. Each of my moans was a sea of love that I sent to each heart in order to be loved back. And in seeing myself unloved, I cried unto bursting into sobs. But each tear and sob doubled my sea of love in order to win the creatures by dint of love. But no, they would convert these seas into pains, while I made use of the pains in order to convert them into yet more seas of love, for as many pains as they gave me. Now, my mama wanted me to make me smile upon my being born and prepare the feast for her baby son. She knew that I cannot smile if I am not loved, nor can I take part in any feast if love does not run in it. Therefore, loving me as true mother and possessing by virtue of my fiat seas of love, queen as she was of all of creation, she enveloped the heavens with her love and sealed each star with the "I love you, O Son, for myself and for all." She enwrapped the sun with her sea of love, impressed in each drop of light her "I love you, O Sun." And she called the sun to invest its creator with its light, so that being warm, he might feel in each drop of light the "I love you" of his mama. She invests the wind with her love, in each breath of it she impressed the "I love you, O Sun." And then she called it so that it may caress him with its breeze and make him feel in each blowing of its breath, "I love you, O Sun." She enveloped all the air with her sea of love, so that in breathing he might feel the breath of love of his mother. She covered the earth with the sea of her love, and each dart of the fish, and she murmured, "I love you, O my son." And the fish darted, I love you, I love you." There was nothing she did not invest her love, and with her empire of queens, she commanded all to receive her love to give back to her Jesus the love of his mother. So each bird, some trilled love, some twittered with some warbled love. Each atom of the earth was invested by her love. The breath of the animals reached me with the "I love you" of my mother, and the hay was invested by her love. Therefore, there was not one thing that I saw or touched in which I would not feel the sweetness of her love. With this she prepared for me the most beautiful feast upon my birth, a feast of all love. It was the requital of my great love that my sweet mamma made me find, and it was her love that calmed my crying, warmed me while I was numb with cold in the manger. More so, since I found in her love the love of all creatures, and for each of them she kissed me, clasped me to her heart, and loved me with love of a mother on behalf of her children. And I, feeling in each of them her maternal love, was drawn to love them as her children and as dear brothers of mine. My daughter, what can the love animated by the omnipotent fiat not do? It makes itself magnet and draws us to each other in an irresistible way. It removes any dissimilarity with its warmth. It transforms and conforms the creature into the beloved. And then it embellishes her in a credible way, so much so that heaven and earth feels drawn to her. Not to love creatures that love us is impossible for us. The whole of our divine power and strength becomes powerless and weak before the winning force of one who loves us. Therefore, you too, give me the feast that my mother gave me upon my birth. Envelop heaven and earth with your "I love you, O Jesus." Let nothing escape you in which your love would not run. Make me smile. In fact, I was not only born once, but I am reborn always, and many times my births are without smile and without feast, and only my tears, sobs, and wailings are left to me, and an icy cold that makes me shiver and all my limbs numb. Therefore, clasp me into your heart in order to warm me with your love, and with the light of my will, form for me the garment to clothe me, so that you too will make feast for me, and I will make it for you by giving you more love and new knowledge of my will. Fiat.